What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Go ahead and review a game that's already out, which is currently I played for a while, which is Tom Clancy's Division, which I played on PS4. So let's go ahead and check it out right now. Alright, let's go ahead and begin with the story. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. The city of New York has suffered an outbreak of the smallpox virus, which turned out to be genetically modified to kill off half of the population. And it's a new strain which your job is to find it. As a division agent, you're basically, well, your job is...
Get this city back. Get whatever gear you need. I'll catch up with you.
Good luck out there. Y'all made it.
Let's go ahead and discuss about the graphics. I'll go ahead and tell you what I think of the graphics. So here we go. While running around New York, I kind of say it was okay. You can tell by the lighting, from the daylight to night. They definitely did a good job messing around with the environment and everything in this game. I was definitely impressed with it. And the cinematics are impressive. I can't really complain much about it, other than the fact that they definitely did a good job with it. I heard a lot of rumors from other reviewers that this game was downgraded back in 2015 when they showed the trailer of this game. I was definitely impressed with it. They definitely put a lot of effort into the design of this game and everything. But I'm going to go ahead and leave it like that and move on to the gameplay. Okay, let's go ahead and put my thoughts into the whole gameplay. Well, this game kind of is an MMO with guns. Like any other game, a lot of people will say it looks like it has like Destiny mechanics in a way, but it's in third person. It's basically in third person. It definitely has a lot of potential to be a good game, but at the same time it can get really repetitive doing the missions and such. Like for example, when I try to go into an instance, for example, the loading time takes a lot longer for it to load up. Whenever you try to go into a mission or anything like that, it's just repetitively slow loading time. And I think the developers wanted to make it simple, but at the same time, the loading time takes so freaking long. You just get the zero, waiting for you to get into an instance. And sometimes it's harder to find groups of people whenever the loading time is very slow, because depending on the connection of your internet, you tend to end up with this loading time screen, which is just really, really annoying. Well, I did encounter bugs and everything. It's not that bad, but it was funny at times when you encounter these type of bugs that tend to cause problems for you. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and say what I have to say about the Division character creation system. I really didn't like it. It wasn't perfect. It's terrible. They definitely have a lack of hairstyles in this game. When I was trying to mess around with it, they only had like a few hairstyles that are all short hair. Where's the ponytails? Where's the cornrows? Seriously, where's the diversity hairstyles? Ubisoft, come on, where is it? And looking at this game, they definitely force you to pick and choose what you want to use as a character. It's okay, but at the same time, they did a bad job with the character designs, and it's definitely not that good, as you can see. The lack of hairstyles for females and males, it's definitely not the best that you can get, but it works for them, and it does have some features. But let's go ahead and talk about something else. So you wonder about the Dark Zone. Well, I'm going to go ahead and tell you about the Dark Zone. Well, you'll encounter some good players and some bad players sometimes in this game, but all in all, sometimes you'll get killed and sometimes you won't. It depends on how well geared you are in this game, and sometimes you'll find rare items in this whole freaking place when you explore the Dark Zone. Sometimes you'll encounter NPCs that are way stronger, and sometimes you'll encounter weak NPCs in this game. All you're doing is also, well, And it is an endless grind. And let me tell you, it is, because trying to kill off NPCs alone isn't easy. I recommend you go with a friend to the Dark Zone. Why? Because sometimes it's going to be an endless grind, and sometimes you'll encounter players that will go rogue and kill you. I'm not kidding, I encounter some players that do that shit. Fact is, guys, in order to earn rare loot in the Dark Zone, you have to go to an extraction zone, which is the biggest problem to earn loot in the Dark Zone. Pretty much you just have to signal a helicopter and deliver the items that you have, that you only have in your bag, that you got from the Dark Zone, and basically, there you go. Until the helicopters show up, you'll have to defend yourself against NPCs that will try to kill you. I'm not kidding, I had a hard time trying to kill these NPCs sometimes in this game. But in the end, you know, there is some rewards for earning this stuff, and it is worth it. And I'm not kidding, it is worth the effort to actually earn these rewards. Sometimes killing NPCs by ranking up is worth it too. You can also look at the store that they have in the Dark Zone as well. You can get them from vendors and you can check out what they have. But the problem is you have to rank up to 30 in order to earn this loot. Which I'm not kidding, they do. Most people need to understand that you definitely need to upgrade a lot of stuff in the post office base that you're in, because you're gonna need to upgrade everything, because you're gonna have to upgrade your medical wing, your tech wing, your security wing, everything. Because why? Because it all links to your skills, and that's the truth. Once you unlock everything, you'll gain access to every skill you can possibly get. But the limit that you only have is 2 skills that you can use as abilities. And trust me, you're gonna need either security or medical in order to play this game. There's some abilities that can give you advantages and disadvantages in fighting with the enemies in the game. It seems pretty cool, decent when you have a shield, but sometimes it can be pretty useless in certain fights. As you can see right here, I'm just trying to fight them out. Alright guys, final verdict. What am I have to say about this game? I gotta give them credit where credit's due. They definitely attempted a really good game in a way, but at the same time, I just couldn't really get much into it. There's a lot of there's some bugs that you may encounter. There's some issues. Other than the fact, it's still a fun game. I did enjoy it, and I really liked the intense action it had in this game. But at the same time, I wish they would have improved on it a little bit. I understand they downgraded the graphics in this game, but they could have done better with this game. But other than the fact that I just right now they're planning to do an expansion for this game, and I hear that they're going to plan on making expansions in the near future. Already they put out a season pass for this game. Is it really worth the money to buy the season pass? I don't know, because really it's kind of difficult to tell if this game really has it has a lot of interesting content online when you play this game. It's definitely fun. It actually is kind of interesting to play around with. On that, I give it a passing grade. I definitely would recommend this to people who are into games like this that are third-person shooters. You can play with your friends online. You can definitely, go out in the Dark Zone and just shoot up things, even other players. It's an okay game. Is it the best game ever made? No, absolutely not. But it definitely has some potential to be a fun game. And anyways, guys, thank you for watching. You can like, subscribe, and comment if you don't like this review. But bye-bye.